So guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I wanted to go over market structure for you guys because market structure and price action is one of the most important elements that you need to know when it comes to trading. Aside from like indicators and everything like that, if you know market structure and you understand candlesticks and you understand price action, you don't really need any indicators at all. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. And we're gonna start talking about market structure. So what you may hear like when it comes to market structure is higher highs and higher lows. Now, if you don't know what that is, I'm gonna draw it out for us here. My brush tool. So price comes up, right? It makes a higher high. Comes down, makes a higher low, higher high, higher low, and higher high. Now what this is called an uptrend, right? So when you are able to identify the higher highs and the higher lows, so you have a, oh, that's terrible. Let me go back. So if you're able to identify this right here is a high, price came up, broke through this high, right? It broke through the high, retested over here, but it made a higher high right here first, okay? Price comes up, comes down, makes another higher low, higher high, and then continues up. So that right there is an uptrend in market structure right here, because you have your low here, higher low, you have a higher high, and a higher low. I'm sorry, another higher high, okay? Now, in a downtrend, right? So let's see, price comes down, right? Comes up, makes a lower high, breaks down below that previous low, makes a lower low, lower high, lower low, and then another lower high, and then just continues down. Now, if you're able to identify this, you can see price is continuing in a downtrend, right? But what we want to focus on is this right here. The price is making a low, right? It made another lower low, another lower low, and then it continues down. Makes a lower high, another lower high, and another lower high. When price is making lower highs like this is market structure right here that's happening. And over here too. It's not always going to be clean cut and look like that, but essentially that's what it is, okay? So that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be finding that on the charts today, right? So you come down here. Right now I'm on GJ, I'm on a 4-hour chart. Now I have a couple examples that I want to show you guys. We're going to be looking at the uptrend part of it, and then we're going to look at a transition to the downtrend, okay? Let's see, all right. Let's take a look. I lost my place. Okay, here we go. So price is trending all the way down, right? This price is here. This is price's high right here. Let's see. Price has a high right here, right? Here's a high, here's a lower high. Right here is another lower high. This is a lower high. It came up and wicked. And now in this area is a little bit tricky because this is where price started ranging. Okay, so this is what price is ranging now. In a range, price isn't really making any higher highs or any higher lows. It's just bouncing off of a previous high and then a previous low. Okay, so price is coming down. It came up and made a lower high, came down once more, right? Made another lower high here, but it came back up and it didn't take out this high to either go up in an uptrend, and it has yet to come down and take out this lower low to continue in a downtrend. But eventually it broke out, right? We move this over here. Eventually it broke out right here. So eventually price broke down out of our trend, but it came right back into the box. So this range right here is our box. Price came back out. Also, price broke down below. It touched this line, this area right here, this zone area. Came down, touched the line, came back up into the box, broke back out of the box once again, came below, but if you see all these wicks here, that's telling you that this is another area of support, okay? Price comes up now. So let's see, let's zoom in a little bit. This is a transition right here. This whole area, though, this range area right here and down here, this is the transition, okay? So price breaks up here. It's making higher highs, higher lows. So there's a higher low, there's a low. Sorry, here's a higher high. It's a higher low, I'm sorry, lower high. Here's a low. But then price comes up and it takes out this previous lower high. So now it's making higher highs, right? And it's making lower highs. See? Now it's continuing up. Now we're back into this range here. Into this our consolidation area. Price breaks out of the consolidation area. We finally break past this level right here. Okay? So now price is trending up. We have a trend up here. Right? Price is coming up here, coming up here. These are all lower highs that we talked about in the beginning. See that there? Now, look at this. Price makes a low, a higher low right here. Price is making a higher low right here, right? Comes down, it takes out this lower high. This higher low, but it didn't come down and it did not break this area over here. If price were to come down and, for instance, come all the way down and break this low right here, then we would be continuing in a downtrend, okay? But price did not do that, so we're still in an uptrend right here. So you got all this. Price comes up and it breaks above our high right here. So just a continuous of uptrends, not uptrends, continuous of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, okay? Get out all this. All right, so now price is in an uptrend, right? We're uptrending. So now, where is your entry on these? How can you take advantage of profiting from market structure and understanding it, right? So first of all, you have to be able to identify, are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? That's the number one thing before you decide, okay, I'm gonna come to the charts and take a buy and take a sell. Well, are we ranging? Are we consolidating right now? Are we in an uptrend? Are we in a downtrend? Like, where are we in the market right now? Because if you were to see something like this, you know, you miss and you try to get in the trade here, you miss the trade. Okay, your ideal entry would be somewhere around in this area where price is bouncing off. Okay, once you're able to identify, okay, I have same price, we're making higher highs and higher lows, price is continuing in an uptrend, and we just made a higher low right here. Now I want to see if price can either break above this area. Okay, so there's two ways, honestly. If you see price coming down here and it's stopping, okay, price is stopping right here in this area, you can say, okay, I want to wait until maybe to see if price can break above this consolidation period, because right here we're consolidating a little bit. So I want to see if price can break out here. Okay, if price can break out here, then say I'll take a trade, stop loss would be below in this area somewhere, and then ride it all the way up to see if price can either break this area, because price has not come above, confirming that we're continuing up into our uptrend. Because price can come up here, right? We come up, we retest our area, right? And we're coming up, we're coming up, we're coming up. Price gets up here, right? Now, instead of breaking through it, price can come back down, make lower highs, and then we're just continuing down into a little bit of a retracement area until we break down below this area down here, and then we come into a downtrend, right? Prices, you have to be cautious of that to see what's going to happen. So that's what I'm saying. Your take profit, your ideal take profit would be up here in this area. Take profit, and then we'll see what happens if price wants to continue up, right? I mean, we already saw what happened, but let's continue. So boom, there we go, right? Now price is coming back down, right? Price comes back down and it makes makes a high, and then it makes another higher low, okay? And then once again, as you can see right here, price creates this high and it breaks right straight above it. And just keep going. So if you can understand market structure and how the market is moving and price action, you don't need any indicators. I have not one single indicator on this chart, okay? And that's very important because you don't need it. I can understand if you're a beginner, that's okay. You know, I would say stick with indicators in the beginning, but you really need to learn price action and market structure because price action is they are ahead of the indicators. The indicators lag by a couple of seconds or half a millisecond. They're tracking the trend, they're tracking price action. So you're lagging a little bit behind, and that's why indicators are not 100%. They're just not, okay? So if you know price action, then you're with the market. You know what I mean? You're actually like, you're ahead of the indicators if you can understand price action. So that's what I want to talk about with you guys today, understanding how to identify the highs and the lows. Now, I would take this on your chart and just look for the higher highs and the higher lows. Look for uptrends. If you see price moving up this way, okay, then price, we're in an uptrend. Just go through and just mark off your lower highs and your higher lows that you see, any areas of consolidation. See price breaking out of it and coming back to retest it. See, like this one, this wick came down to retest this area that price stopped at for a little bit before shooting back up. Price came down here, right? A little bit of consolidation in this area right there. And price broke out of this area, okay? Then it retested the same area that it just broke out of. You see? Price came down. Look where the wick is at. And this is not even a horizontal line. I just drew this on with the brush tool. You see, price came down and it retested that same area. It retested it twice. Right here, once it broke out, and right here, once it decided, okay, we're going to continue heading up, right? Look at that. It's not that perfect, but price came down, retested that area, right? It's the same thing. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Oh, that was bad. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then higher high, right? So we talked about prices coming down. These candlesticks are more ideal than this trend because you can have some wicks coming down here and just tapping that area, just going right before it, okay? You see these higher highs happening. That's our uptrend. All right, you guys, I really hope that I was able to bring some clarity to you guys on market structure. You go back to the charts, back test it, find it on, this is on all time frames. It's the same thing, whether you're trading off of the daily, 4 hour, the 1 hour, 30 minute, 15 minute, market structure is always going to be there. And even just because I'm on GJ right now, if you're trading gold or if you're trading GU or EU or UCAD, it's all the same thing. Or even if you're trading stocks, if you're trading, I don't know, Tesla or trading crypto, if you can understand the candlesticks and the price patterns of whatever you're trading, that's all you need. Just understand market structure. You guys back test this over and over again, and you'll get it. Just train your eye to understand, price changes, like the trends changing, going from a downtrend, and then we're trending up into an uptrend because price broke the previous lower high or the higher low right here. So once price broke this area right here, we're now in an uptrend, okay? So just go through your chart and just, mark them off. Find them the way I found them right here. As you can see, I've marked it here, I marked it here. Mark all your lower highs and your higher lows. And that's how you're going to be able to identify market structure. All right, you guys, I will see you in the next video.